emphasized the importance of multilateralism. The United Nations is a symbol and center of the United Nations. The United Nations will stay in the front and center in addressing these issues. But we need your participation and your support. Climate change, perhaps our greatest challenge in our life, in coming generations, will require flexibility, compromise, ambitions, and trust among nations. So the other pressing issues of the day. We have many issues like peace in Afghanistan, Middle East, Sudan, and Somalia, Myanmar, Sudan, nuclear disarmament, and non-proliferation, achieving Millennium Development Goals, creating more equitable global economic and financial infrastructures. If there is one lesson that we must learn from the climate crisis and other great challenges, it is this. We share one planet, one small blue speck in space. As people, as nations, as a species, we sink or swim together. Let us seize the opportunities that history is giving us today, so that tomorrow's generations can look back and say, our leaders rose to the challenge. They did what was right to do. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much for a very inspiring and also hopeful speech. Earlier today, you spoke at the IOC Congress at the Bella Center, the same center where this university held its World Conference on Climate Change in March. So, the audience, it's not about winning but participating, as they say at the Olympics. So now it's your chance to participate and ask the Secretary General questions on climate change. So who would like to start off the Q&A session and please state your name and affiliation? I see a gentleman down here. Professor John Westergaard. The microphone is on its way.
Thank you, Madam Vice Chancellor. Mr. Secretary General, Your Excellency, as you mentioned, you have recently visited the Arctic ice rim and seen the rapid melting of the icebergs and the glaciers there. So one might say that you have recently been walking on thin ice. The negotiators in facing the COP15 might also be said to be walking on thin ice, as at this point of time, the solid ground beneath the mutual undertaking might not really have been established. You have already mentioned that among core challenges are the determination of appropriate mitigation, actions by developing countries, and the provision of essential finance and technology support for adaptation. My question is, do you think that by now the leaders of industrialized countries have sent sufficiently clear messages to developing countries that the former are willing to engage in serious discussions regarding an equitable and sustainable partnership for global green growth? And if not, which kinds of additional gestures of reaching out would you personally suggest to facilitate and furnace the negotiation and give them a solid push in the right direction?
So are we doing enough? Is the ice cracking?
Yes, I will answer. In fact, before I answer your real questions, before I visit the Arctic ice ring, I've been trying to visit all the places